Hi guys, well it's here, the championships. 2 more sleeps and we finally get to witness some of racing's best horses. Look, I'm excited, I'm ready to go, got my badge and tie on. I'm just going to run you through the 4 Group 1 races and a few tips that I see hopefully coming through with the win. Hopefully we can pick up a few dollars on the day. We're going to start off with race 6, the Australian Oaks. Now, I'm not sure if you watched the Vinery, which I think had most of these horses in it. But look, I think, to me, Single Gaze just got the run of the race in that. Kathy did so well. 2,000 out to 2,400 is a big query for me. Hasn't run the distance. I'm really not too confident on Single Gaze, although I'm sure Kathy can prove me wrong there. The runs I liked out of that, one was Hanesta. It was back, I think it finished 6th, but it definitely showed it could go a bit further. I think we also saw in the Crown Oaks when Hanesta ran over 2,500, a second to Jamaica. Look, I think that horse is going to go places. So I was very impressed with that. She ran well. Another run in that race, Valley Girl, number 6. Just gutsy, just on the rail. Preble did fantastic. You thought she was gone. She just gutsed it out and chased Single Gaze. Didn't get her. Another one there, I'm not sure about the distance. Never won at that one start over the distance, but it was gutsy over the 2,000. Don't think can run the 2,400. Looking down at the page, to me, I do like, out of that race, Capella and also Happy Hannah. They were the 2 that flew home. That sort of suggested maybe they could go the extra distance. So to me, Capella and Happy Hannah. Happy Hannah sticks with Shin, same weight, fantastic. Capella the same thing, Opie Bossum. Bit wide, I don't know if that'll be an issue, so we'll see how those 2 go. Out of the Crown Oaks, well, as I said before, Jamaica won that and won it in style. Ollie just rode a fantastic, went early. I don't think this Barrier 16 will be an issue for Jamaica. I'll probably go to the front from there. So I think Jamaica will be the one to catch and beat. But I do think Hanesta has a chance of coming a bit later down the middle of the track. Race 7, the Sydney Cup over the 3,200. Look, I think Waller's going to have a field day in this race. The only one I could see potentially beating them is our Moonqueef. But I have had a bad run-in with this horse, so I don't really want to tip it. But look, Hugh Bowman's on board, which I found quite interesting. Yeah, it drops from 59 kilos in the BMW, which if you saw, it just got butchered everywhere time it tried to make a run. It just couldn't go anywhere. So it drops 4.5 kilos, which I think is good. Bowman on board. That's why I don't mind our Moonqueef. But the 2 to me, or the 3 are the Waller 3. Who Shot the Barman in the BMW went so wide around the horses, around the field, and almost got there. It chased Preferment the whole way around. And look, to me, Who Shot the Barman drops 2 kilos from 2,400 out to 3,200. We know he can do it. He's a great horse. We saw him in the Melbourne Cup. I like Who Shot the Barman. Grand Marshal, as I said, did chase them both home. Didn't go as wide as Who Shot the Barman. And look, it was closing in on Who Shot the Barman, but I really don't think it was going to get them. So between those 2, I'm going to go Who Shot the Barman. Out of the Chairmans, it was a little bit further, the 2,600. Libran is the only horse I can see there that is a chance. It didn't look like losing. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes up in this Group 1 quality. I mean, it's been racing in Group 2. It beat Allegria, but it goes up now to Group 1. So it'll be very interesting to see how Libran goes. But I'm going to have Who Shot the Barman on top to beat Grand Marshal and Libran. And our Moonqueef will probably cause headaches, no doubt. Race 8, the Coolmore Legacy. Cracker. To me, this race is really going to be how horses back up, mainly Ascadelia. Look, I just thought that run was fantastic. And if you watch Ascadelia's race in the Coolmore Legacy, geez, it was flying home. It just didn't get there in the end. It lost, got done there by peeping. But look, I think it was fantastic. It ran that race with 53. I know it's running with 57. Ollie's on board. Geez, it's a good horse. It's going to be there in the finish. So that is one of my tips there for this race. I also am a huge fan of Zambar and Risque. I'm a bit sad Politeness is out. I think the sting out of the track would have been really good for them. But yeah, Zambar, very good over the distance. Doesn't mind the sting out of the track at all. So I think that'll be a horse that will be out and about come to the end. And the last one, yeah, Risque, barrier 5. The distance not an issue. It doesn't mind the sting out of the track. The more it rains, probably the better for the New Zealand horse. Look, I think going from 2000 where it didn't really handle it. Single gaze was too good in the Vinery. Comes back now to the mile at Randwick, the famous mile where the mighty Mare Winks got up last week. Look, Risque to me, I'll be interested to see what Hayes and Davenig say, but Risque to me from barrier 5 will be very hard to beat from a forward spot. I think Ascadelia will be swooping though, and as you saw last week, the track can swoop. In the Queen Elizabeth, the big one of the day, well, I love Criterion as a horse. I've always been a big fan. Can it win? Well, we know if it rains, and we're looking at there being a bit of wet weather in Sydney, Criterion comes into form. Won it last year, great horse. Can't wait to see it run this start. Really looking forward to getting out there on Saturday. Hope the weather holds up. Number 2, Preferment. Well, it won fantastically in the BMW. It was out from 2,400 back to 2,000 now for the Queen Elizabeth. It only gains half a kilo. Hugh Bowman, fantastic ride. He went early. Geez, I think Preferment's going to be hard to beat. I just will note Mongolian Khan is 4-4 on a soft track. Can't have it, but if you want to add a bit of something to your multiples, could run in there for a late place. Look, the horses a few people are talking about, the United States, loves the distance, ran well in the Ranvet, won the Ranvet for over 2,000 to beat Haraki. Can it win? Drop same weight. Karen McAvoy, not a huge fan of his, but look, the United States, I'm going to have that in my top 4 as well. One horse that I thought was okay, it's somewhat. I've noticed J-Max jumped off board that and onto Haraki. So it just made me have a bit of a better look into Haraki. Look, distance fine, soft track is the query that I had with Haraki. J-Max on board. Look, anything he's riding at the moment, huge fan. I'm a big fan of Sir James McDonald. Another horse that's backing up this week for this race, Happy Clapper. I don't think I can help the back up. 400 metres extra, plus 9 kilos. It's a big ask. It is a big ask. Same with Lebaz. Big class rise. I'm not sure about it. The last horse that I will talk about though, who I think will be absolutely motoring home, Lucia. Chris Lees has rested her for this. Ollie's on board. Barrier 12 won't be an issue in the wet. Lucia will be motoring home. Look, that's all I've got for you guys. Hopefully it's not too much, too long. Hopefully it's enough information. Look, I'm excited. I can't wait to get out there. My tip of the day, where would I go? It's probably impossible to give a good tip. I'm probably going to have to go with Jamaica though. I think over that Australian Oaks distance, I think she'll be a fantastic horse and very, very hard to beat. So Jamaica is going to be my tip, guys. Let me know what you think. Good luck, and as I said before, the Mighty Winks was fantastic last week. Just watching Walla after that interview. I wish she was running this week, but I understand. So anyway, good luck, guys. I'm ready to go. Come on, Jamaica, and all the best. See you guys.